The Spin-Off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-Off Podcast Network in collaboration with Kiwi Bank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Talofa Lover. I'm Madeline Chapman, editor at The Spin-Off. If you have the means, consider supporting our high-quality journalism by becoming a Spin-Off member. Sign up now at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
What's the deal with the keyboard? Are you jamming out some tunes?
No, it belongs to the people who own this house. We just...
Can you play a tune?
Oh.
Can you do an impromptu?
I can definitely play a tune, but not right now because it's not plugged.
Can you do
it's not plugged in. No.
Yeah.
Take requests. Yeah.
I can do for a release. Toccata in D minor.
Fucking romantic.
Anyway, hey, welcome along to the Real Pod. I'm feeling really good about this week's episode, guys.
I like a morning pod.
This is great. I don't.
Really? You low energy?
My eyes are little. I feel tired. I've got a Taurian fizzy.
Oh, I'm going to crack one.
I'm not a morning person. I like
Really?
a 4 p.m. chaos pod, but I'll get there. Ooh.
What have you got there?
You've
A
got
Red Bull.
something to do.
I've got a little.
reminder.
I've just the sparkling water for me, but it is Perrier, which
Okay.
feels fancy. So I'll just give that a crack.
Fizz across the ocean. though.
It's midday for me, so I'm just hitting my stride. But it does make me think. It does make me think about New Zealand's next top model, and maybe models have times of day that work better for them.
Oh.
I've never considered that.
In terms of
Peak
their
performance.
Yeah. Like
actually, face might be bad in the morning.
you just said my eyes are little, and there's been a lot of talk in this
Yeah.
week's episode about bringing out your eyes or opening up your eyes.
Opening your eyes.
Yeah, and you'd struggle
Closing
with
up your
that, Alex
eyes.
Casey, for a morning photo shoot when you're modelling, wouldn't you?
I think I peak around 8 p.m. in every sense.
Anyway, welcome along to our podcast. My name's Jane. Back in Auckland, Alex and Duncan from the Spin-Off. This is The Real Pod. It's your reality TV in real life in New Zealand podcast with very special thanks to Nando's. Nando's being the very gracious hosts of our Corny Christmas, which is coming up.
Oh my God. And
Sold
we've
out?
got a ripper. Well, we've had some last minute cancellations, but so I would say try your luck. Send me an email, Corny Christmas in the subject line. I'm getting very stressed about someone slipping through because people have done a whole bunch. I said everyone spell it however you feel like you want it, and now it makes it very difficult to find the emails.
Why did you do
I'm
that?
not good at things. So, send me an email. There's a couple of slots left, but we have some extremely exciting things lined up for it. I'm freaking out about it, to be honest. In a good way.
Hey, just to be clear, when you
good.
say sold out, it doesn't actually cost anything for you to go. Right?
No, I mean it in the sense of like if you were signed to
Can you
like
hear that? That's my phone
Discord
ringing.
or Sub Pop in the early 90s and
Is that coming through
now
to you?
you're
Sorry,
with like
excuse
Warner
me.
Music.
Sorry, can you hear my phone ringing?
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
hearing that. It sounds like a ye olde telephone.
Should I answer it? It's Hayley.
Yeah, put her on the air
Okay.
and just don't tell her she's on the air and get it.
Oh,
and
I
ask
can't
her
do that,
about,
can't do
like,
that.
Married
Hayley.
at First Sight.
Hayley, can you hear me?
You busy?
Oh, I'm just recording a
Yeah, I can
podcast
hear
and
you.
you're
I'm
on it.
busy.
You're on the podcast.
Hi, Cornies. See you later.
She's in and she's out. I'll call you back, Hayley. Bye. She's too in the know.
Shit. Yeah.
Nice corny shout out though.
Really good.
That was really good. That was really special.
Anyway, where were we up to?
I was doing a dumb joke.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Thankfully it's
You know what
finished.
I mean? As if we did it.
Can you do it again? I missed it.
No.
I heard 90s. I heard Sub Pop.
No.
Warner.
No.
some combo of
The
words.
older community of the Cornies will understand.
I'm going to have to listen back
What
to our own
bad
podcast
thing-
to get that.
No. Come on, let's get it going.
Okay, our hashtag is #RealPod. Our Facebook is facebook.com/TheRealPodPod. And our Instagram is @TheRealPodPod. Coming up, we recap New Zealand's, what is it? Great Kiwi Bake Off. New Zealand's Next Top Bake Off. Both of those things, they're coming up later on in the podcast. We catch up with where Max Key is. And right now, we've got a lot to talk about with the news. The little book that's hit the shelves this week.
Oh,
Tell me
my
about it.
God. You didn't even add it into the doc. The book's out. The spin-off book.
I think because we've been working on the book for a literal year, and there've been so many milestones along the way, and we've had like a couple of pre-release copies. Like I didn't really clock to its significance, but it's really.
You got to see
Really?
it. Have you seen it in the wild?
No, I've got
see,
to.
that's the
I went
thing.
into a shop and asked for it, and they said that they hadn't been able to get stock because the first run had sold out.
What?
This is on the Tuesday it was released.
Oh my God, we are Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star in a lot of ways. Wow, I saw it at St. Luke's. I went to St. Luke's Cools and I saw it. It was in the hot news section, but not facing the front.
Yeah, but not.
Definitely tucked away.
Did you change that?
I actually didn't.
Oh.
Bad luck. I thought
Missed
well, I was wearing
opportunity.
the corny hat as well, so I was pretty. I was like both incognito and incredibly
Cognito?
recognizable. Yeah. Is it actually there?
I don't know.
Cognito.
Hey,
I think we could
Wow.
start using it.
speaking of corny things and people getting corny badges and so on, I haven't got one. I mean, I feel like I should have one.
Yeah.
We'll get
yeah.
you. We'll get you.
Yeah, I feel like you say
Power.
that.
Oh my gosh, I remember another piece of news. But yeah, the book's out. You can buy it for $38, or you should definitely sign up to the spin-off members where you can get it for free for $80 a year.
Yeah, and if you do the spin-off
Oh.
.co.nz, well, sorry, just little stroke, / the Real Pod or Real Pod,
Oh,
one
wow.
of the two. Try them both.
Oh my God.
You'll get the lovely badge, the very exclusive edition of 50 badge.
So-
and we,
so
Designed by
exclusive.
Tina Teller.
Can I just say?
the great thing is that we're yeah, it is so exclusive that Jane doesn't have one. But the cool thing is that the Real Pod is absolutely rinsing all the other podcasts in terms of sign up. So A, that means the badge is going to sell out very soon, and B, suck at the other podcasts.
Totally.
That's my official verdict.
The cornies have been, like, there's so much nice things happening in the corner. So the corner, for those who don't know, because we are obviously getting lots of new listeners every week. The Cornies is our Facebook group. It's private. I'm declining people left, right and centre now. If you don't answer all
I love it.
the prerequisite questions, then you can fuck right off. No. If you've tried and you failed and you are listening to the podcast, just keep trying. You'll get in eventually because it's not that hard. But anyway, so it's our private group on Facebook. It's the nicest place on the internet. We talk about it all the time. But they're sending gifts, like not just our Secret Santa gifts, but they're also sending like candy to each other, like arranging their own little meetups, having watch
they're doing.
parties.
There was like a Lower Hutt. There was a Lower Hutt Nando's meetup organised or something.
Yeah.
It's kicking off. It's taken on a life of its own.
That's so beautiful.
I do worry
beautiful.
sometimes that they won't need us anymore.
But maybe that's what happens when your children grow up.
I don't want them to. I'm just going to move in next door. Only me.
So the book is out.
The book's out.
And it's lovely.
We're in it. We're all in it.
We're on it. And if you can, you should buy it from Unity Books if you don't want to become a member, which is totally your prerogative. Buy it from Unity. They're lovely people. And yeah, it's good. It's a good time. What else have we got? What else is news?
Okay, we've there's very big news. We
Busy.
predicted correctly last week that Zach and Aaron got married, and they did in fact get married. There's a big spread in the Women's Day. They got married at a church somewhere, but then they had their big shindig at the museum. Is that correct?
That is correct, Jane.
Yeah.
So I was half right, so I'll do half a shoey.
I feel like there's so many shoeys in your future.
There are a lot of shoeys.
I hope you've got at least 2 shoes.
I've got a shoey segue opportunity. We got sent a new artifacts, a pair of artifacts for the Real Pod Museum.
I feel like they're shoes.
Bloody Cats Fitzwater, who I think that's her name.
Yep.
Cats?
Cat.
Cat, just cat.
Just the one cat.
Sorry, cat.
Singular.
It's very early for me. Bought the winner of House of Drag, Hugo Girl, bought his like platform heels that he wore during the show off him on Instagram and has sent them up to us. They only fit Tina Tiller. I've got some photos of Tina parading around the office in them. They are extremely high, and it's extremely cool. Thank you so much, Kat. We're going to have those on display at the Corny Christmas and also mini museum pop-ups to come.
Amazing.
I'll show you.
Hey, Can I see?
Look at those.
Show me.
Bloody
Show me.
hell. Go, Tina.
Whoa. What
They
size
are
are they? She got little
platform.
She's got some Trent socks on there, some little sockets.
It does. Sockets. They're about a size 6, I believe.
Oh, I'm a 6. I'm a 6 too,
Well,
Tina. So
We'll send
one
them over
each.
with the badge.
Okay. Anything to add about Zach and Erin? She had a bride tribe of 12 folks. She had.
Folks. Wow.
It wasn't just ladies, so you wouldn't say bridesmaids. It was a bride, so she called it a bride tribe. She had 12. He had 3.
12 is fucking full on.
That is crazy.
That is.
23.
I don't even have 12 friends. She's a popular lady.
She is a popular lady, and look, I'm very happy for them.
Oh,
Very happy.
they seem very, very
Now
happy.
we need to buy a Woman's Day, actually. I'd like to put that next to. I've got the Art and Matilda commemorative issue.
Well, Aunt Matilda in
probably
that
something
one
else
as
to
well
do.
with little baby Milo. So it's a bumper
Just
bonus
always
issue.
stealing
Always,
Zaren's
yeah.
thunder.
Always one step ahead, eh?
Oh, God. Speaking of our favourite reality stars, little Marshmallow Angie is becoming becoming a real estate agent in Christchurch.
Man, that's cool.
Can you think of anyone worse to sell your house?
No,
Slash
she'd be
better.
great.
Wow.
She's actually really, I've now met and chatted with Angie twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's great. She's very personable, and you just want to you believe her. You believe that she's very sincere and genuine, and that's what you want in a real estate agent.
Okay.
I think she's gonna be great.
Do you think? Okay.
Probably needs to get the wee Frenchie back to just do some
Oh
of the
yeah,
admin.
the admin work. Leah.
I still follow her on Instagram.
What's she
She's
up to?
just living her life en France.
I mean, I feel like that's a story, right?
Yeah.
What was her name?
Leah. Leah. She's lovely. Anyway, she must just be like, what the fuck was that time of my life? Tell me.
Yeah, actually, story.
Yeah.
Interview, eh?
We should we should rewatch Real Housewives at some point as well.
Remember when we
Copyright.
rang when we
Copyright
rang
period.
when we rang Angie in the middle of the night when we were doing one of our late night pods?
Yeah.
And we
Was that
rang.
okay?
No.
That was not
Oh,
We used to be
okay.
a bit more rogue, eh?
She had a phone number listed on her website, so we were assuming it was a business line and we were going to get an answer phone, but we actually got the next assistant, whoever that was.
Public.
Did someone answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is proper chaos.
Oh, we're the worst.
Don't ring a phone
Was
late
that
at night.
was that when Anne had brought round a case of champagne?
Probably. We used to do a lot more drinking on this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, you've got a great article on the spin-off at the moment about TVNZ News turning 50.
Oh, yes. I just like to plug my own work
Well,
on this
I
podcast.
mean-
I spent a lot of time watching basically every available clip on YouTube from One News, which celebrated 50 years on Sunday. And I just, there's just a lot of great looks, a lot of strong blazers. Angela adored me, man.
Did you
Just
cover top half at all?
Crazy
that show?
outfits. Excuse?
Top half? Do you remember?
Top-
Do you remember top half, Duncan? Oh, you might have been in the England at that time.
Too little.
There was a show called Top Half that I think Judy Bailey and Richard Long were on, but it was just North Island news. It was the North Island News Bulletin.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Because we didn't have
Get
like
rid
a
of all that
Top
South
half.
Island
to the South
crap.
Island back then. No cable
Man,
long
that's
enough.
Crazy. I did not even know that.
Yeah, and but it used to also be the joke because they'd sit behind the desk and you'd only see the top half of them. And I remember them like having some sort of gag where they got up from the desk and they're like wearing shorts. Like,
Was it like funny news?
the
project?
serious upstairs, party downstairs. It was a proper news bulletin.
That's called the Maconi nowadays.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah, I miss the days. There were lots of. Oh, sorry, Jane.
No, I was just saying I may have made the whole thing up. It might have been a dream, but someone will tell me.
Top half. I don't know why I find it sounds sexual to me.
I'm up for anything as long as it's in the top half.
It's all the just lots of novelty ties.
Yeah.
Like lots of funny ties with like lots of sunglasses on them, or like weird circles, or like a really crazy nautical Jim Hickey tie. Just things are really boring these days. Like looking through, I was just like, I don't want to use anything from like the last 10 years. It's a washout now, but that'll probably change in 10 years. I'll think it's funny to just wear a blazer.
Who was the female weather presenter who did like a really long tenure doing the weather? Not Tony Marsh.
Not Tony Marsh.
Wasn't Hilary Timmins, was it? She was a game show.
What era are we talking about? There's a great one called
Penelope
Tina.
someone.
Bar?
Penelope Barr? Was she a...
That's a very, that's a weather term, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Anyway.
True.
Memories. Anything you want to add to that, Alex? Just go read the story. Buy the book,
I just
read
I'd
the
appreciate
story.
if you read it. I put a lot of time and effort into it.
Okay.
I'm going to read it, though.
Just trying to hustle some clicks, it's a direct correlation to my quality of life. There's also, I don't know what else is in the doc, but another piece of crucial news is that Lily's been back on Instagram this week. She posted a very unconvincing, I took a screenshot of it. So she filmed this around, I think 3 or 4 p.m. yesterday, went on her story sort of saying, hi guys, everyone's sort of sending me messages saying, are you dead? Where are you? Just want to let you know I'm fine. Like I'm just taking some time and it's been really nice having some time to think and stuff. But look how heavy her makeup is.
Yeah.
For 3 p.m. on a Tuesday.
She is on the TV.
She is taking time
she's
to
got
think
nails
about
on.
who she's
One of
sending
them's
home
missing,
is what
to be
she's thinking
fair.
about.
Yeah, but that's...
I just love it.
That's a TV lady.
It's a TV lady. She's got curls in her hair. She's got earrings on.
She's got the
Crying
bachelor.
out
She's got the
loud.
bachelorette
She
curls,
doth
right?
Protesteth too much.
Yeah,
Watch the
it's exciting.
space. Alex doesn't want to have to do a show.
Well, we're going tonight. We're going to
We
the
are going
TVNZ
tonight.
Upfronts tonight, where they announce all of their big news and all the stars come out, and it's a great time. You coming, Tan? You want to come?
You can come.
I guess I'm busy.
Are we going to talk about some of the new things?
Oh, yeah,
We're
let's
gonna
talk
hold
about
let's
this?
do it because we kind of know some, right?
We kind of defo know all.
Here's what we defo know. Celebrity Bake Off.
Fuck right off. Why didn't I get the call?
Yeah.
Okay, that's on to the
That's
next
good.
one.
Living with your boss.
Fuck right
This
off.
is an
Why didn't I get the call?
amazing show
What
concept.
is this show? It sounds incredible. Tell me more.
It's like wife swap and
Boss
boss undercover boss.
Yeah.
Your boss moves in with you to see how you live.
Is it?
I think it's great.
Is it a local production? It's international, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a local production of TVNZ, an
Oh,
original.
It's an original idea.
concept.
It's like, wow, can't believe no one came up with this amazing idea.
I
What's
actually
it called
think
again?
it's an amazing
Living with the
idea.
boss.
I can't wait.
It will be great. Look, anytime you get into a New Zealander's house,
Yeah.
and
So good.
yeah, it's a good time. Statistically, the correlation is perfect.
I wonder
with it being fun to watch.
what the tone's going to be. If they're like going to get a boss and an employee who where there's tension, or if they're going to try and find someone who doesn't understand their employee's real life outside of work or that kind of thing.
Or is it going to be like the CEO of a giant corporate with someone who they've never met, kind of, sort of different sides of the track?
When did they must have just done full shoulder tapping for this one, right? Because I don't remember this being advertised.
It'd be quite an easy one to shoulder tap.
Yeah.
For you.
'Cause otherwise it's like, do you hate your boss? Yes, I do. I'd love to set us up for this. It could
What if we get
could go south.
CB would be...
CB on a glide board gliding into...
What about what's her name?
ILO.
ILO and one of the people
Well,
who
she's
takes the
busy because
donuts.
they're bringing back Boss Babes. Boss
Right.
Babes Season 2 is
Must
also
be lovely
coming.
crossover.
What else have we got?
And it's going to be Boss Baby because she's pregnant.
That already exists. Treasure Island.
Terrible news.
Black Hands.
This is quite crazy.
Yeah.
So this is a the Stuff podcast about the David Bain. Sorry, the Bain murder. It's not whoopsie daisy.
There it is.
Oh no, I'm going to jail.
Oh no.
No one thinks that. So.
Faux pas.
So that Stuff podcast, smash hit, worldwide smash hit, and TVNZ are making an adaptation, which really cool for Stuff, I reckon. To because this will rate its ass off, and it's really good to have a kind of proof of concept for podcast ecosystem moving into the TV one. Obviously, it's already been done with on the rag, but good on them for being a fast second on that one.
Okay, anything else that's worth
the
mentioning?
Luminaries, because everyone's read that book.
Oh, it won a prize, didn't it?
Have you read it?
Of course not.
It's so long.
Who's finished the Luminaries in 2019?
No.
Jane, have you finished the
I
Luminaries?
only
So
just
they've been
finished
filming that
Twilight.
forever. Do you know? Do you know who's in the Luminaries, the TV show?
No.
Bono's daughter.
What?
That's
Who's
right.
Bono? What?
Bono from the YouTube.
Did you see
He's
us at
only one.
SPQR the other night?
What? No, Bono was.
Bono was at SPQR.
Oh, because they're here for the concert.
Just
On
cracked
the
me
same
up.
night as our up front. So good luck, Bono, getting
Yeah.
anyone along to your show.
Hey, by the way, if you are a big
We have
U2
special
fan
guests
and you
up
just
front.
want to see them in the flesh, like up close and personal at any point, when they're coming to New Zealand, just camp out at One Tree Hill. They always go there at some point. Always. So just
That's true.
set up a tent, have a little sleep.
Even now that there's no tree,
Yeah.
do you think it'll be too raw for him?
No, I'm still. They were just up there the other day, weren't they? I saw in the news.
Probably. But yeah, so apparently, yeah, his daughter's been here. She's like quite a big star in the Luminaries.
Ah.
And it'll be good for all of us who look at that book and go, man, that's just too long. But I can watch a long TV show.
Yeah.
That's my intellectual level.
Is it
What else we
good?
got?
Is it good story though? Good story? Is it? It's supposed to be a good
Well,
story.
no one knows.
I don't think, I don't even think Eleanor Catherine knows. Celebrity Treasure Island's coming back. Very exciting.
Very
exciting
exciting.
for the
Very
pod.
exciting.
But the biggest news of all, that may or may not be true, so we might have to cut this out if I'm wrong. Can we get a drum roll, please? The host of The Bachelorette is Art Green.
What? What?
Yes. I mean, maybe. I'm saying this right now without having formally heard the announcement, so I can't be entirely sure. But I have strong reason to believe that it is true. Crazy, right?
I am so shook. I'm sad for Mike
Don't you
Porro.
rec-
I mean, it would have been a nice time to wheel Mike back out, but wow.
Mac.
That is.
Can we discuss this because there's a lot
It's
of heavy
huge.
implication. So basically, you're if you're a bachelor on the show,
Oh, terrible.
you are inevitably
Oh my
going to
God.
be cucked to hell by this like beautiful, perfect
Mm-hmm.
hunk of man host. And if you're the Bachelorette, Lily comes in just being fucking Lily.
Yep.
So this is a nightmare, amazing, but
nightmare
also
for
nightmare.
normies.
Everyone who's a normal is wrecked and
Yeah.
ruined.
Yeah. Normies
Yeah.
need not
Wow.
apply.
Well, they've already applied. They
Oh.
can't unapply.
Oh, it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Do you think
I
TVNZ,
can't
do you
wait. Oh
think
my
at the
God, Art Green back in
TVNZ
his tux.
announcement tonight when they announce all these things that we're already talking about because it's now tomorrow when you're listening to this, do you think they're going to be all sort of like smug and gleeful because of MediaWorks' awkward situation? Is it going to be a weird tension?
Yes. I've been getting texts from MediaWorks sources saying, watch how flashy it is, given that they're losing money. Is it okay that they're having a real Flash launch? And it will be a Flash launch, because these things always are. Remember the one we went to a few years ago, and this guy came up out of the stage playing drums?
Yes.
And Sam Wallace had no top on?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the kind of shit that goes on.
And
at
we
these
got on the
events.
door, when you go in, we got given lanyards like a Coldplay concert that lit up different colours. What? In like correlation with the press. It was so
That was
stupid.
at least 200, maybe more.
That was like the first media thing I feel like I ever went to. And I was just like, what the
I so want to go.
Yeah,
world.
it was. You were just
So
like a little
crazy.
child. I was a little child.
Sorry to interrupt. We have a very important message.
If you love the spin-off and You do. Like, if you're listening to this, you do. The best way to show it is to become part of the Spin-Off members.
This is a fund that helps keep the Spin-Off free and accessible to everyone without a paywall.
It also funds some of our most important journalism, like the stuff that we absolutely cannot do any other way without your help.
To get involved, you can pay whatever you want, as little as you want.
Yeah,
Is that true?
$1 a year.
$1 a year. Think of that, Tina. $1 a year.
And then you get to say you're part of something.
You get to be part of a club. I don't think there's any club you can join for $1 a year.
Yeah, it might have been a mistake, to be fair, pricing out of that.
If you want to up it a little bit for $8 a month, you will get a book. The first ever Spin-Off book.
It's a sick book. There's 2 copies in front of Alex. The only 2 copies in the world right now, we think, maybe.
One of them has been used as a coaster, but it's also good for a read. We've also got very exciting.
This is huge.
This is huge.
Sit down wherever you are.
Tell your friends.
This for the cornies. Like, this is literally for the cornies, and it's a chance to show your level and your loyalty, and to compete and beat the other podcasts made by the Spin-Off.
For a very limited time, for a very exclusive number of you, you're going to get a Real Pod badge if you sign up to the Spin-Off members and say that you're a friend of the Real Pod.
Yeah,
is that how we're doing it?
You have to join at the book level, which is the $8 a month level. You get everything else. So you get the tote, you get the book, you get the sticker, and the badge, and the Real Pod badge, which is, there's going to be like maybe 50 of these things in the world ever.
Elite. So you have to go to thespinoff.co.nz/the Real Pod.
Correct.
Sounded like a question.
No. It's when I say correct, I mean incorrect.
Oh, okay.
thespinoff.co.nz/real pod. No, /real pod. I feel like that's like a long time mistake of yours.
Yeah, but that's what it.
No.
But the podcast is called The Real Pod.
Yeah, but the URL is not. Okay, look, I'll make another URL.
Okay.
Gosh. All right, please do that. We want to win. We want to beat the other podcasts.
That's the main thing here.
Well,
apart from all the other good stuff, like support our journalism, keep the lights on, all of that. But we have to win.
Especially Gone By Lunchtime. If Gone By Lunchtime beat us, it's over. Like, is it? Can we make threat? Okay, let's stop it. Thank you.
Bye.
Kia ora. Sorry for this interruption. It's Alice Neville here. I am the food editor at The Spin-Off, and I just wanted to pop in and tell you about our food podcast, Dietary Requirements, hosted by me, Simon Day, and Sophie Gilmore. It celebrates all there is to know about eating and drinking. There's cooking tips, there's special guests, there's what we've been eating and drinking lately, and we try not to chew into the microphone too much. So if you like food and drink, listen in. You won't regret it. It's at thespinoff.co.nz and all your favourite podcast providers.
So my bit of personal news that's related to the podcast is that Joel's hair is like Joel. He's going to hate this, but he doesn't wash his hair as often as I'd like him to. Oh, that's real bad bandicooting. But anyway.
Oh no!
But
what is this?
But it's gotten quite long, and it looks like Daniel's from my restaurant rules, and so I feel like I'm living with like a non-pierced version of Daniel.
Well, why don't you get him a piercing for his birthday?
He won't
do
it.
Daniel's going to my Kim?
Definitely. Do you know, what about My Kim coming to New Zealand?
It's huge.
What is? What?
March 25th, Western Springs, My Chemical Romance.
Oh, yes. No, I didn't see that. I know. Supported by Jimmy Eat World as well. What a time to be alive.
And Midnight Youth. Midnight Youth.
And Midnight Youth. Holy shit.
The Holy Trinity.
That is incredible.
So
Daniel's going to be bloody cacking it. Oh, I can't wait. Oh,
At
my
Western
God. You need to get a picture of Joel.
$140.
Can you get a Cognito picture of Joel?
Okay, I will do. What
Daniel
what
here?
date's that
And we can do
concert
some
happening?
Photoshop.
When do I need to book flights
March
for?
25th, come home.
Okay.
Come home. March 25th.
That's my friend's
Was that
birthday.
$140?
$140.
It's a good price.
It's a pretty good price.
That's cheaper than bloody Friday Jams.
Isn't
Crazy,
it?
yeah.
Fuck, Friday Jam. I haven't bought tickets to that yet.
Okay.
There's a lot on.
Who's going to steal the street sign from Meadowbank?
God.
Who's stealing the Gerard Way street sign to take to the concert?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, me.
I mean, you're taller.
I mean, theoretically, if it goes missing, probably David Bain again. But
he has a lot to answer for, right? Okay. Let's move on. Let's go on to reality checks. Anything else to add in the news?
Oh, hold on. I'm just going to take this.
Okay.
Not live.
Yeah, no, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Me and you.
Okay, let's do it.
Sorry.
I am disgusted at how much you have copied my husband.
Jesus fuck. I don't even know you.
Reality check.
If Art Green doesn't roll out the line, did you just fart when filming The Bachelorette? I'll be very disappointed. Missed opportunity.
Maybe MediaWorks own the IP to the fart
That's
line.
true. That's true. That must mean they own.
That's not true.
Oh my god! As well. So he won't be able to do that. Anyway.
So many.
Bake Off. How are you feeling about it? It's back.
The first few minutes, I just was resenting everyone for not being last season's cast, which is obviously quite a common sensation when you're watching a new season of a show. But by the end of the episode, I loved it.
Yeah.
I love the Iron Man, who's
Oh.
like obviously got extraordinary hands.
He is. He's one of those people that frustrates me because too good at too many things. I'm kind of glad his showstopper went south, to be honest with you, because
But even then, he like took it really well.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
he did. Oh,
oh.
God.
And I love his hair, like his little
tendrils, his little curly
tendrils. He's got some little tendrils.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of tendrils, old mate, what's Baker Judge name?
Oh, Brett.
Brett Schneider.
Yeah.
Dean Brett Schneider
Not
had
Brett.
a bit of
I always
a
think
kind
his
of a.
name's Dean, yeah,
Isn't
sorry.
it?
No, it's Brett Schneider, but it's Dean Brett Schneider,
It is.
and I always think his name is Brett.
But that's fine. He
Brett
goes
Dean
by both.
Schneider.
But he's had a bit of a cleaner do this time round. There's so much hath changed.
Yeah.
It's just good to be home. It's just good to be home.
It's a nice antidote to maths.
That's the thing, right? You come straight out of like the hellscape that's maths into just a place where everyone's looking out for each other.
Yeah.
It all looks delicious even when it goes bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's exactly the same. Obviously the contestants change, but they shoot it like there's something really comforting in just how almost shot for shot it feels.
Yeah, yeah. And the lovely little music and the hosts are great. Yeah, it's a great show. It's a great format, and our version does very well, I think. So they start off by baking their signature bake of lamingtons. Some real fucking out there flavours in there that I was not on board with, like the PB&J. I love Louise, but I'm not down with her PB&J.
Oh, Louise
lamington.
is so freaking cute.
She's the best.
I wanted to eat the PB&J, but I don't know if it's technically a lamington, as they say.
Yeah. And then Trevor did some cute little round ones, didn't he? He's a business coach as well.
Yeah.
A business
I
coach,
get
an
to think he's
Iron
probably
Man,
a really good
and a
one.
keen baker, and a talented one at that. Like, go.
And like helped his friend out of depression.
Oh, God. I hope someone's married him. He's marryable. Right.
It does feel like they very much cast it in the image of last season.
Yeah,
right?
he's
like
Jeff,
you could
right?
almost go through. He's Jeff. What's the young lady is the last year's winner. I don't know any of their names.
Yeah, okay. I think you're talking about the Southern girl, Heather, the one who she's like lives on a farm, rounds up sheep and so on. But one of the largest sheep stations. Is that the one, or is it the other, or is it the Emma, the Waikato, recently graduated high school one?
Oh, look.
Who made the trendy squeezy? Made the trendy squeezy pipette
I think she
things
won
with
the
her
last
lamington.
bit. She won the last bit, or maybe the overall thing. Just the tiny little young one.
Yeah, I know the girl who won last year.
No. But there's just basically a like for like on a lot of them.
Yeah. Hi, Alex. All good?
It's confirmed. It is out.
What?
It's 100% out.
Oh.
I just got a call from TVNZ.
Wow.
Oh, well done.
It's real.
No shoey
It's all
for you.
real. It's all real.
Oh,
but, I mean, you're going to
amazing.
know that tomorrow, because it's going to be tomorrow, and
yeah,
all
it's
the
old
stories
news.
will be out.
Old
But
news.
it's still exciting for us.
That's so exciting.
This is the moment.
And maybe it's nice hearing our that was a real life reaction from me. I had no clue.
Yeah.
The face was good
the
as well.
face was good. We should be doing screen records so we can capture
I'm really glad
the
we're not.
amazing face.
Okay.
The amazing face.
The amazing
New show
face.
for
Okay.
2021.
Who else is worth talking about in Bake Off? Is there anyone who struck you? We've talked about
Have you
Trevor.
talked about the cool Southern guy already? I don't even know if he's Southern. I just assume he's Southern. Who's wearing the grey button half button top with
Are you talking about the young one?
curly
or
grey hair?
Oh,
The
yeah,
older
no,
guy.
Oh, yeah, no, that's Trev. We've talked about him.
ages.
Okay.
He's bloody
He's the
incredible.
only
Pretty
one
much
really.
all we've talked about. I especially like the bit when he
Okay.
said, I've got to put this in the oven and then put something in the fridge. I was like, he'll be kicking himself for years over that. The tech shots. Oh, who won the Lamingtons? Can't remember.
I think he won that. He won the first two, didn't he?
The balls.
Balls.
He won the balls, and then
Yeah.
there was the
Lamington
tech challenge with the Battenberg cake.
Very delicate balls.
They were. Hey, the Battenberg
I would like
cake.
to eat all those lamingtons very much.
Even
Same.
the PB&Js?
I don't even like lamingtons, but they just look great.
They look so good.
You know
Oh,
who
we're
knows
talking
about
about Louise.
Lamingtons? Colin. Remember he talked about Lamingtons on his Twitter. CMJ. He talked about the lemon Lamingtons. Yum.
See, I've never had a, like a kooky flavoured lamington.
No.
It's always chocolate
Raspberry.
Yeah, just
chocolate
from the
raspberry.
supermarket.
And which one do you choose? Chalk? Jane?
Ooh, I don't. I go for the rasp.
I love a rasp. I was calling it a straw though, but it's actually rasp.
I think it's
Absolutely right.
I think it's
Really?
rasp.
Tina goes for a chalk. Interesting.
But if I need a casting vote on this,
Put it in the corner.
Who can ask?
Alice Webledall.
Okay, where else? What else happened? Okay, so marzipan. This is the thing that you're either on board with or you're not.
Disgusting.
Oh, fuck
I
that
was just
disgusting
yelling,
cake.
fuck, that's fucking foul shit.
Like, what a way to ruin a cake, right? Chuck, not
Why
just
would you do
marzipan on
that?
top of it, but down the sides and underneath it as well.
Like
Christ,
a horrible
get a
thing.
Christ
Look,
on a
you know what it
bike.
looked like? It looked like a fucking haggis.
And you would know. Scottish.
And I would know.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
that
I
looks
do not
Two
want to eat
things,
that
haggis
with my cup
and
of tea.
pizza.
Like, of all the cool technical things you could do that could also be yummy, don't go with a fucking marzipan covered cake.
All that said, it was bloody fun to watch them cook it, and it was tricky, and they botched it, and
I mean, I
I
think
like the name Battenberg cake.
the
Sounds
name's
like it gets you
great.
through
The
the
name's
war.
great.
But just, it's like in the 20s or whenever they invented the shit cake. Marzipan was like the most advanced flavour. Like, how did they all?
I feel like it's one of those
mass
things of like how pies were invented because the pastry like kept the meat good. It was like in the Depression or something, they had to keep the cakes fresh, so they wrapped them in like this horror skin.
Well, maybe we could bring that
They're like,
back,
"That looks
though.
yum."
Maybe, in
Have
the
you
interest of the
ever-
environment, this is marzipan's the new Glad wrap.
Oh,
True.
God. But not worth it. Like, what? Marzipan is... I've never met anyone who likes
My
marzipan.
mum, you have. My mum. She loves it. I buy it for her for Christmas, but it's
Well,
like
I guess
it's
it's
like
just-
marzipan coated in chocolate. She's
Oh my
from
god,
that.
you just eat like a brick of it.
She's from that era, though. She is. She's from that Depression era.
World War One sort of era.
I
Probably
liked
out in the
whoever did the
trenches.
real aggressive amount of food colouring in their one. Like, it made it look even
yeah.
more
Oh,
like
yeah.
a horror show. That real bright red.
I feel like was that
Bright red
Naomi?
square.
Is that Naomi who did that?
Yeah, Naomi, and she's the one who's got the Snapchat. Or the
Yeah,
Instagram
she's
stories
an
account.
influencer type or a social media person. Ex-TV presenter.
Yeah, it was her. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the TV. But just seemed like a regular person on the show.
Totally. Okay. The showstopper was the mirror glaze cake. Like, can I just say, first of all, before we move on from Battenberg, they all looked fucking terrible. All of them. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Even,
But it looked hard
to be
to
fair,
make.
even Sue Fleischer's one wasn't crack-a-lackin'. Like, that wasn't a great...
Really?
I mean, it looked like, obviously, it was a great version of what it was, but even the very best Battenberg cake still looks like just a log of white shit.
White dog
However-
shit in the olden times.
The mirror glaze cakes, a professional mirror glaze cake looks like amazing. Like,
Yeah.
but their mirror glaze cakes, again, even the best ones, looked very, very bad and lumpy and sloppy. Like, you know when they do those magical kind of like slow tilt up close ups of the final product, and I just feel like they had nothing to work with on these.
Is this like, I've never watched the UK one, but is it as much like Nailed It as the New Zealand one is? Like, is that the vibe they go for?
I don't
Or
think so.
are
I think
people actually good?
they chose like a really particularly tricky showstopper this week in terms of aesthetic.
That's what I like though. Well, but a lot. I think obviously the Lamingtons didn't seem that difficult, but the next two were both hard enough that they seemed like quite shit bakers, which was refreshing.
Yeah, that's
know?
true. That's true.
Nice to see yourself
What do we
on
think?
screen.
Yeah, especially for like Iron Man, the fact that his was just like a puddle of mud. Do we like the 90-minute format? I personally do.
I do too. I love just sitting on the couch.
Yeah, so good.
And just settling down. I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
I don't have to flick through Netflix. I love ads.
Yeah.
I love terrestrial television.
Yeah. Well, lucky it's almost finished.
My tummy
Just at
just
the end,
gurgled
come around
then,
to it.
just thinking about delicious treats.
Terrestrial television.
I just don't get how a mirror glaze cake. How can you pour like a whole bunch of garnish or whatever it is on a cake from a height and expect it to be all good?
Well, there are bakers
science
on
there?
Instagram who do it, and it does look amazing. But I do think that these guys really suffer from the time pressure. Like their cakes are still fucking warm.
Yeah, it's
You
2
know?
hours.
There's absolutely no way, because with my limited amateur baking knowledge, when you're doing a cake and you're doing like a buttercream frosting or whatever as a base, you need to put that shit in the fridge. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot today. I don't know.
Yeah,
You got to put that stuff in the fridge and let it kind of firm up. You definitely don't want warm anything when you're doing icing. It's a recipe, but it's a recipe for disaster.
Whoa!
Okay.
Get her on the telly. Have you talked about how there's no extra slice and how that's a travesty this season?
No, because I
No
didn't
Chris
know.
Tucker?
So there isn't one at all.
Nah.
Oh, that sucks.
I ain't doing it.
But that was
It
one of the
does
best
suck.
bits.
Can I criticise TVNZ, our beloved clients and good friends? Yeah. I feel like that is that's the kind of thing where that's a purely financial decision. Like you look at it, you look how it rated, and you go, that's not justifying the investment. Even though it'd be a very cheap show to make, really, because you've already got the set. Chris, no disrespect to Chris, is probably not crazy expensive. I really feel like you've got to persist with those kind of things. Like they build an audience just like the reality shows do, and you've got to sort of create a market for it. And if you're going all in on demand, I really think that there is something there, and I think TVNZ should have persisted with it. I'm disappointed as a huge on record Chris Parker fan.
It's not just about the money, Duncan. It's also about the community. It's about the goodwill.
Yeah.
It's about that little extra slice, isn't it?
Yeah. Delicious.
Because it matters in a way. It's just annoying. I feel like they should have put it on telly, but I guess Sunday night that you got to get Wonder Woman on at 8:30.
Yeah,
you've got to get the big
Gotta get
blockbuster
it.
movie. But that's what I love. Like I got real into Love Island after Sun when I watched the last season, and that appears to go live on TV after it airs, and it's just so fun. But it's obviously huge, has a big audience, has lots of famous people. We're just too little, aren't we?
We are. That's a problem.
That's exactly it. It's really sad.
Back to the cakes. Anna, another character who I love, who is she Brazilian? She was discovered by her husband John, and oh my god, when she teared up talking about him, I teared up.
The greatest love of all.
The greatest love of all. He was just a man looking for a saxophonist. She was just a saxophonist looking for a guitarist, and together they make beautiful music together and cakes, as it turns out. Inspired by her stepchildren, which is cute again, because so many people hate their stepchildren.
Yeah.
I'm not. Sorry, Alex, I know you're a step.
Huh?
Are you a step?
Couldn't cross her mind.
Oh God!
Thoughts.
Let's not talk about it.
I missed this whole love story.
What?
I must have been looking at my phone.
What?
It's very lovely. We actually rewound it twice.
Oh man.
I got emotional feelings.
Yeah.
Wow.
While watching it. Yeah. Real ones.
Anyway, Anna had a bit of a mare with her cake though, It fell over in the fridge.
Yeah, that didn't seem... Was that her fault? I mean, I guess it's her fault.
Yeah, I mean, I think the top layer slid right off.
Gravity.
I will say, quite lucky that the door caught it though. Otherwise, what would have happened is someone would have opened the door and it would have fallen on the floor. So that little milk shelf in the fridge.
Now we know what it's for.
Now we know exactly. Dual purpose.
Hey, speaking of interesting shelves and fridges, egg bit. You know the egg bit?
Yeah.
You know not supposed to. Have we had this conversation on the pod before?
No, you don't use it, do you?
No.
Because
What?
you don't use it. Well, people don't. You don't keep eggs in the fridge.
Well,
I
I
do.
do. But I also keep
But people
them.
say you're not supposed to.
Why? Who's people?
Online, Joe.
Online Joe. Who's- what a cool name.
Joe blogs. Oh my god!
Oh
shit.
my goodness. This is
How
What
has
do
he
we do
not
with
done
it?
that?
That
Okay,
could be his,
so-
like, young adult, like Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something.
He's
You
gonna
are
do
supposed
that.
you're supposed to use them at room
Copyright.
temperature. But I keep mine in the
Yeah.
fridge because I can't deal with the idea of eggs getting all warm in the hot weather. But also, you're supposed to keep them in the cartons.
And yet
that
you're
they
cool with
came
eating
in.
a hard-boiled egg in a car.
Huh?
Strange.
You've got a hard-boiled egg problem, don't you?
Yeah, it's hard-boiled eggs.
I believe there was an ice pack that we just didn't see in the photo. And I don't know how many times I have to tell you that, Alex, but I believe there was an ice pack involved, okay? I don't think she's so crazy as to, like, the day before her wedding, be eating eggs that are not kept cool and mayonnaise that's not being kept cool at the risk of food poisoning. She wouldn't do that. She's not stupid. There was an ice pack. End of.
Unless. No.
Kind of conspiracy. But
Okay.
yeah, I just thought everyone's been telling me don't keep your eggs in the fridge, but then there's also a bespoke egg bit. Just raises some questions for me.
I mean, I think
Well,
it's
where
a,
do you keep
it's
your
a matter of
eggs, Tina?
it's a matter of opinion or choice, right?
Apparently, when you bake,
Tina, yeah,
you take them out. So you meant to use like room temperature for baking, but I keep mine in the fridge, in the little home.
I don't always do it. It's like, you know, do you take your toilet rolls out of the packet and put
Yes.
them looking nice?
Yes.
Yeah, same. But not everyone in my household does. Sort of falls on me more often than it properly should.
Okay, I've got another
But
one
I
for
feel
you.
like it's the same with eggs, you know? Do you want... I've just sort of given up on that, to be honest. But I'm going to... This has made me... I'm going to nice up my fridge.
I have a question,
Spice up your
and
life.
this is an
Nice
important
up the
one.
fridge.
Do you put the toilet lid down when you flush?
When I flush?
No.
No.
Because you should.
Do you?
That's why it's there. Well, apparently, poo particles, when you flush, fly right on out.
Are they real?
They fly through the air.
Like, are
Aren't
poo
they just
particles
everywhere?
real?
Yeah,
They're on
they
your
are
clothes,
everywhere,
they're
but like,
there for
don't make
towel.
it. But if you've got your towel, this is why I don't like it when there's a towel rack right next to the toilet, because I'm like, poo particles on my towel, drying my face and my mouth, it's all over.
There are more poo particles on your phone, Jane, than anywhere.
Yeah, because
or something.
because I sit with my phone on the toilet, that's why. And I don't put the lid down. I'm trying to change my ways.
This has been
I don't know. So
health
you think
corner.
the flush mechanism, like the
Well-
toilet, like makes it go like a
I
Like a
don't think
confetti
it is
cannon.
fact.
yeah, like a geyser of poo particles.
Poo particles, toilet lid. There's definitely... Toilet plume is a term for what happens when the force of flushing sprays microscopic particles of pee, poop, and whatever else is in the bowl into the air.
Toilet plume
The
is my
spray,
new
the
DJ name.
spray, the microbiology community's consensus is that the spray can reach around 6 feet away from the toilet. Put the fucking lid down. It's so gross.
Oh my god.
Plume,
Do you
toilet
think
plume.
put the fucking lid down. Hashtag, that's the new Real Pod campaign for 2020.
Lid down.
I just
'Cause
like
that means your lid is going to get... Whoa.
Oh yeah, your lid do not go. Yeah, the lid's gonna be a bad place to hang out. But you know,
I have some really
guess
bad
your
news
tails
for
will
you,
be alright.
Jane. I
What?
bought a shelving unit from Kmart, which sits very close to the toilet, which has all of our towels on it.
Oh, no. You're basically...
I'm drenched right now.
you're getting double hit because what you're doing is
it's
you're
one of those ones
flushing.
that
I'm
go over
plumage.
the... Like a toilet arch.
No. It wasn't- no, it's just a. You know what I'm doing?
like an angled shelf.
An angled shelf, but it's just kind of like it's like there
It's
if you're sitting.
adjacent. It's
Yeah.
toilet
Okay.
adjacent.
So what's happening is you're flushing the toilet plume's going all over you. You're getting in the shower, having a lovely shower, and then you're pulling one of those towels, which has absorbed toilet plume. It's essentially 50% cotton, 50% toilet plume, and then you're rubbing it all over yourself.
Hey, but we're all fine, right? So maybe it's good.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
it's like
It's really good for your immunity.
yeah.
I
that's
do
what
have a
mean.
question. I do have another question along the same lines. If you accidentally get some of your own poopy particles
God.
in your mouth, is that fine? Like, I'm not saying eat it, but like if you say neglect to wash your hands or you get the plume or whatever, and is that okay because it's yours and it's already from your body? And if it had anything yucky, you would have already had it. Is it only other people's
I don't know what
poo
you're
particles
asking. Are you
that we should be worried
eating
about?
shit?
No comment. I plead the fifth.
All right, moving on.
Okay, sorry.
Huge revelation. Moving on.
Okay, moving on. Let's move. Oh, so showstopper, a little bit shit. Heather's the star baker. Well done. And who went home? Donna from Milton, the health and safety advisor. Donna with the famous pina colada lamingtons. R.I.P. She was lovely.
I felt really bad. I didn't want Donna to go, but it's just one of those casts, so there's no one good to go.
No, it's a great cast. Anyway, should we go straight into top model? Yes. Episode 4. Start off with a lovely jazzercise, impromptu house jazzercise situation.
That's right. The lead into being them all talking about how they've put on weight and need to lose weight, and a very long conversation about weight on primetime television.
Fine.
For a lot of young women.
Fine.
It's all fine.
It's all
it
fine.
Was 2009. It was ages ago. It was Battenberg times.
Meanwhile, while
also
everyone's
liked,
doing jazzercise, Hosanna's practicing her modelling. Just generally her standing and her posing and her walking. And so much has been made of this throughout the season so far that she does some practicing. That even comes up later when they're doing the Kelly Charlton shoot. And Colin's like, I'm confident you'll be fine here. I'm confident Hosanna will be fine as you've walked many hours on the ground. Which is just a great...
Colin is just,
great
every
quote.
second line is Hall of
Amazing,
Fame great.
eh?
But anyway, more importantly...
Jeez.
Duncan also he's got something to say.
I just really liked Hosanna's diet, which was like vegetables and cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Which I feel like was a real like late 2000s kind of this is how you lose weight thing. Because cottage cheese, objectively gross, but felt like the only thing that you were allowed to eat in that era.
Do you know what made me vom during this part is I was like, cottage cheese disgusting. And Joe was like, yum. My favourite sandwich, and this I was like, I have to break up with you, was egg, cottage cheese.
Egg and cottage cheese? Refrigerated or?
And I was like, I can't. That is a private sandwich. That is nobody eyes.
Far out. How did that even happen in the first place? Like, who broke through the lines of taste and decency?
Wow.
I have no idea.
Isn't there a cottage cheese club sandwich? Like a traditional club sandwich flavour that has no, it's cream cheese though, isn't it? It's cream cheese and cucumber.
Yeah, cream cheese, delicious.
Yum.
Fine.
Oh,
normal.
cream cheese is great.
Get it back to the cottage.
I have to admit, I've fallen foul of the cottage cheese on what are those things called? The light breads.
Yeah, Crusket, Rivita.
Crusket, the old Crusket lights. When I've tried to shed a few pounds, it's not a delicious meal.
No,
it's not even a meal.
I don't even know if it's a cheese.
It's not a cheese. It's
what's
just
the
cottage
part?
It's just a cottage.
Yeah.
Anyway,
cottage
plume. It's makeover week. It's makeover week on Top Model. God, love makeover week.
God, I love it.
This is a great one though as well.
At Seville's
Laura's
with Paul
makeover.
Seville.
Yeah, who I kind of think needs a makeover.
Yeah, I mean,
hindsight.
to be fair, it was a time ago. 4 and 10.
That was the hair of the time.
That was
wasn't
amazing.
It?
He
They
could
had a
have
very
just-
Dave
he could have been
Grohl
the
thing going on.
I think I was thinking like 6th member of Midnight Youth.
That too.
Yeah, because he had the waistcoat.
Josie had Bee Gees. So
Oh,
a lot of different genres there.
Good.
There it is.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a lineup though. These are
Cottage
Billy's.
cheese.
Midnight Youth, Bee Gees, and
Bee
Foo
Gees.
Fighters.
Yeah.
Buy your tickets now.
I mean,
that
I
is 3
feel like-
artists.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad how they completely disrespected and ignored Aju's cultural traditions of
Oh my God.
cutting your hair.
That was
It was horrible.
fuck. That was intense.
For her to be like sobbing in the chair.
Yeah,
Oh.
there were a couple of real bad moments this week, and that was one of them. in terms
that
of
was
cultural
really tough. But then,
complete insensitivity.
thankfully, somehow, just against all odds, she loved it, which kind of doesn't excuse it, but it does kind of make her okay. It probably justifies them doing similarly.
The worst part is you kind of know deep down that when they've done the questionnaires about when people have come in and she's mentioned that and they've been like, right, we're cutting her hair off. Like that's how these things work. When on maths, I'd love to give them the benefit of the doubt, but we know that on maths when someone says, I want to be with someone who's an outgoing personality, they're going to give them the exact opposite of that. If you go on The Bachelor and say, oh, I hate heights, they're going to make you bungee jump.
Yeah, if you go on maths and you say, I want to know when I'm being filmed, they put a secret camera in the room. Just all that sort of thing.
It's a game of opposites. What else happened in the hairdressing chair?
Just Laura. Yeah. Laura gets completely transformed. I'm pretty sure. So that was exact. Like I just remember being really excited about it at the time because that was Robin's look and her exact look, and that was kind of peak Robin, at least to my mind. And I'm sure that she kept that look for years and years afterwards. Like you'd go when she was working at the department store in Takapuna, you'd see her there, and I'm sure she had the same. It was like like a makeover that stood the test of time. It
became her look. I did that haircut once.
I remember that takes me back
2000.
Oh no.
Did you?
Yeah,
you had that hair.
Yeah.
What?
Can you send that through to us?
Yeah, I can. I mean, it looks fine in like the couple of pictures that I've got, but then I don't know. It all went south. It's very hard to grow out the short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Lot of tears.
Lot of tears.
Lot of hard times.
Lucy had a mental breakdown because they dyed her hair dark. That's what, her words, not mine.
Oh, that's right. Chocolate brown, make your eyes pop.
Laura looked incredible, but I legitimately felt bad for her when she was crying about her haircut because she was trying to be enthusiastic and kind of own it, but at the same time she was also like, this is quite a serious chop. And if you've ever had to grow out your hair from short, you know what a big deal that is.
I just love to take my hair and face out of my hands. I love that man with the long hair to do whatever he wants to my hair.
Really?
I'm sure it's probably different when it's like.
Oh my god, we should give you a haircut, like a shock haircut on pod.
Yeah, would you?
I don't think I have the face for it. I think I would look like a little. I'd look like the little boy with the ice
not that
cream.
one. But if we just like if we we'll do a give a little in the corner. We'll do like try and get Paul Seville.
What's he doing now?
Well, I'm sure he's much the
Does
same
he
thing.
own Golden Dawn? Thing?
No, that's Stephen
Oh,
May.
it's some of the other hair.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Seville's still doing the hair cutting.
But I feel like that'd
Rodney
be a fun bit
Wayne.
of content.
Vidal Sassoon.
I'd do it.
You'd do it?
I'd be open to it.
Okay.
I'd be open to it.
Anyway, I thought they all look great. I mean, everyone looks good after a little time in the hairdressing chair, and then you get a GHD, you get a GHD, you get a GHD.
Yeah.
Once again, just raining money.
Rebecca Rose looked a little bit less zombie. That was so good, Colin. It was just
that's right,
pure savage. I think I figured out why he was such a revolutionary, in that whatever he says, no matter how harsh it is, he says it with this giant beaming smile and says it as if he's saying something nice.
Yes, that's true.
So it's so disconcerting. Like it's like this hack, and I don't think it's something that maybe he does sort of consider it, but. It's trying. I was just trying to figure out why does this not feel as bad as it actually is, and it's because he's just beaming and giving you these brilliant eyes, and so you see them he's saying crazy shit to them, and they're just like, oh, thanks.
Yeah. The only other one that I feel like had a huge change that was quite dramatic was Ruby, because when you get your eyebrows changed, that's a big deal. She got her eyebrows bleached.
Yeah,
it looked great, but I was like, I feel like I'd be
because your eyebrows tell you truth about your natural hair color, don't they? So when you get them bleached, it's like, oh, I don't know what's going on here anymore.
I don't know who you are anymore.
Identity crisis.
I also like that she responded to the makeover by wearing a tiny hat for the rest of the episode. So clearly she loved it.
Yeah. There's a lot of fedoras in rotation around the house, actually.
It was a time. It was a great
God
time. Forbid knits were doing
fedora,
around.
a waistcoat.
It's amazing how Avril Lavigne,
yeah,
the strength of that influence over them,
The photo shoot this week took place not the photo shoot, the challengey thing. They had to walk on a catwalk, which wasn't a catwalk, it was the conveyor belt at Kelly Talton's. Again, speaks to how much money they had, because Kelly Talton's is so freaking expensive to visit. So to pay for all those girls to go, that's some coin. You had the lady from Max, was it Max?
She was her own lady.
But maybe she'd done a collaboration with Max.
Well, I think it was a collaboration with
Max.
Max. There's a lot of Max going on. Yeah. And the models just did a lot of insulting of her clothes, which I feel like they did in that other Max.
I think comfy is the highest praise.
Me too.
You can get for clothes.
Yeah.
And it's
comfy.
It shows how far we've come in a lot of ways. But nowadays, comfy is like...
It's the goal.
It's the total goal.
But also
I like how Terrell Lee was like, I haven't seen it. No, like, why don't you know how to model it? She's like, I haven't seen it. She's wearing it.
That's so good. Terrell Lee.
Oh, God. Anything else interesting happened there?
I wrote down some good Colin lines. Oh, yeah, Les Zombie was one. You look drunk.
Yeah.
Less Miss America. Not good, but not bad. It's the best.
No, was it the other way around? Wasn't it not bad, but not good? I don't know. Whatever it was.
I mean, it means the same thing. Christabel won that. Well done, Christabel. And then onto the photo shoot, and I could not deal with this photo shoot. The hair, the makeup was just all...
It looked like little kids had done their faces. Like, even down to just whatever random shit was in the craft box.
Yeah.
They just stick it on their face. It was amazing.
Jewel it up. About Ruby.
How about Ruby?
Ooh.
That was a thing.
How did that happen? I'm pretty sure we knew about blackface in 2009, right?
I had the most difficult makeup to work with because my whole face is black.
I mean, yeah. Difficult in a lot of ways.
Look, it was a different time, but it has not aged well at all.
And that's not at all on Ruby in the slightest.
No, of course it's not.
17-year-old dealing with whatever. It's kind of amazing that. Yeah.
Anyway, and then I mean, universally everyone looks sort of terrible. Not them personally, but the makeup in the hair.
It's just funny.
Olivia in particular, you know, who was always probably going to be one of the bottom three just on account of things. But it was basically sent home by being given such a shit amateur, weird big blue smiley face moon underneath it. Fucking nightmare.
She looked like the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland, I thought.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
totally. Everyone that came out along, I was... When did Avatar come out, Was that...
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that was
Avatar
inspiration?
vibes. Has to be. I think it was around then.
So, the inspiration's like Avatar, but
God,
also
how
with
good
other
are those
colours.
4 sequels to Avatar going to be? Have we talked about that? Is that okay? 4?
No, it's definitely not okay. 4 Avatar
They're
sequels.
doing 4 Avatar sequels. The New Zealand taxpayer, $300 million contribution.
No, they shouldn't have even done the first one, in my opinion.
I think that he should be... I mean, you can't evict people from the country for...
Yeah, you can.
Don't want it.
You should.
4
Too many.
sequels. That's so many.
And so long since the first one. It's not like people are like, oh my God, I can't wait.
I had 3 sleeps in the original
Did you?
Avatar. 3 separate sleeps. That's how fucking long Avatar is.
I had a nightmare experience actually when I saw Avatar. I went to see it at IMAX, Queen Street, and it was sold out. You remember, it was huge at the time. And I booked a whole row of seats with my mates, and I got dripped. There was a leak in the roof of IMAX, which is so high. Think of how high the IMAX roof is. And there was aggressive brown liquid that was hitting me from a great height, and it actually hurt. And I was like, I can't sit here for it was like water torture for hours with this thing smacking on my shoulder and head. So I had to move away from all my friends and upset all the snack situation. I had to go sit in
right about that. Copyright the spin-off on that.
little shit seats. It's always tainted my view of Avatar. It's very annoying.
Otherwise, you'd love it.
I've been distracted. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Internet, is it?
I mean, I normally love a story about brown liquid, but
brown liquid.
I was just looking ahead to see if could find a follow up of a community notice board submission that we had to see if there was an update. Anyway, should we move on?
I might need to go real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, we can. I just feel like we
Breather.
haven't done one of our other segments for such a long time. I'm just going to really quickly fit
let's
this
do
out.
it.
Okay.
It's the community notice board.
Someone put this up in the corner probably about, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, but it's pretty cute. So the Great Moscow Circus was rolling through town. Moscow? Anyway, and they had their clown car stolen.
No.
From the Whanganui Animates car park. So it's got a massive. Can you see the picture in the dock?
No.
It's a tiny
I don't trust
little.
Animates.
You what?
I don't trust Animates.
Oh, you think they've taken it?
Well, I went in there once, and we were like petting a rabbit, as they say, and then we got like aggressively told off about it, even though it seemed fine.
At the St. Luke's one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a funny farm.
Yeah.
In there.
It's a petting zoo,
I paid
right?
everything.
And like we were buying some rabbit-related stuff.
Do you have a rabbit?
I had one. All our rabbits die really badly.
Oh my god.
This one.
Oh my god.
This one got eaten by a dog, like in front of the whole.
Oh my god.
But not before becoming a viral sensation with 100,000 views for like aggressively attacking Hugh Sunday.
What?
It's all true.
Oh my
It's all
god.
true. Eddie.
This is a story, by the way.
What's
Yeah.
this?
I mean, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but
It's
this is a story.
on Facebook, and then the other one was Chingy and dehydrated. Both died real young, not well before their time.
So you've had two rabbits.
It was honestly like it probably died before Chingy's career.
Oh my god.
And that's how fast that one went down.
Wow, this community notice board really took a turn.
It's horrible.
I'm just saying I don't trust Animates.
Okay, right. So, honest opinion, Duncan thinks that Animates have stolen the Great Moscow Circus's clown car. If you do see it around, call 0272 Circus. Okay, it's a tiny little car. It's got like a big nose.
Should
on
we
it.
text them and say, have you found the car yet?
I don't. That's what I was trying to find out.
Okay.
It's got a big red nose on it. That's like it just looks like a giant milk
You'd think I would
cap.
look. I'm no detective, but I would have thought you'd be quite easy to find a clown car on account of it being a clown car.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quite
And it
conspicuous.
looks, it's got a massive banner on it saying the Great Moscow Circus, world's most famous circus returns. So one would say easy to spot. It's probably been found by now. I'm sure it has been. I mean, this is a very old post. I just thought it was funny. Okay, that's all. Let's move into Colin's Cranny.
Colin's Cranny. Colin's Cranny. Colin's Cranny. 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 Cranny.
Colin's Cranny. Colin's Cranny.
Wow, that was clutch. Shit.
There's a lot happening in the Cranny this week.
There's a lot going on.
There's a
with
lot.
Colin.
Colin
Right
has
now.
got a very close relationship with the spin-off because
He does.
he's
He's
on
in
the
the
cover.
book.
He's on
He's
the
in the
cover of
book.
the book,
He's on the cover.
isn't he?
No.
What?
He's not on the cover.
Well, I'm going to draw him on the cover
He should have been.
over like me. That's fucked up.
And he has a piece. I interviewed him during Fashion Week a couple of years ago. Sat down with him in the viaduct and showed him a series of shocking images of Mike Hosking's different jackets that he wears during Mike's Minute, and he gave me a lengthy critique of all of them.
I
And it
remember
was
that.
A wonderful time. It was a wonderful
That's
time.
one of our best ever stories.
And it's in the book in full, and he is very happy about it. And he's coming to our book launch on Friday. And he wants Duncan and I to sign the book.
Not only that, he's retweeted you, Duncan.
What?
He's retweeted your tweet where it says we just carried 2,000 of these up to the office in stores everywhere from tomorrow. He's retweeted that. It's got 14 comments. 14 comments.
Wow, it's good engagement.
Oh, and including some of your own, Duncan. So I find it really surprising you weren't aware of this.
What?
Well, I just said he retweeted you, and you were like, "Wow!" But you're in the comment thread.
Oh, well, I didn't know he'd retweeted me. I thought he'd just talked to me.
It's all technical. Anyway, the other reason why I think he's got a close relationship with the spin-off is that he is doing almost exclusively food tweets now. So I feel like a friend's listening. He has posted up a beautiful photo of a milfoy from Cuisine magazine. And he says, "Bravo on a splendid edition, celebrating the yummiest side of life. I now need a really good peach milfoy." Don't even know if that's how you say it. Another tweet says from 2 days ago, "I sometimes eat food and get a really, really, really sore tummy. I fear I have certain food allergies, but I love food. I'm being ignorant. Who else is as silly as me? Where should I get a checkup?"
That's an all-time great.
So amazing.
Then just 14 hours ago, he posted a picture of a meme type thing that says 70s cookbooks were a lawless wasteland, and it's got a tureen of garden vegetables on it, and it's like a cake. It's like a Bake Off style mirror glaze layer cake with onions and I don't even know what that is, and peas and carrots and just like this and beans, but it looks like a cake. You know, the tureen layered style, and he just says dinner is served. Simplistic.
Disgusting. Did I tell you about his RSVP to the party? This
No.
is confidence. This is poise. So I did a follow-up kind of email just to make sure he was coming, and he just replied, "RSVP, Colin +3. Love, please have pies," in capital letters. So good to just say +3.
Yes.
Not many
You should
people
just
can
start
do
doing
that.
Like,
Yeah.
Just seeing how it goes for you.
Just to anything. Meeting. Alex +3.
Please have pies.
Who were the 3? And then he suggested, he was like, you should invite Ray, because Ray's going to be in Auckland apparently this weekend.
Wow.
I don't know.
What if he brings Jimmy?
Oh my God.
No.
Sadie's ready?
No,
Oh my gosh.
that can't happen.
ready.
Hey,
Real funny, Tina.
well, you can't have pies though, unless they're
No.
bespoke
pizza
Nando chicken
pies.
pies.
We've got pizza. We've got pizza coming. But we do not have pies. But I almost want to just get a single pie.
You've
for
got
Colin.
pizza coming. Why do you not? Sorry, why do you not have Nando's coming?
Oh, it was more of a yeah. Look, A, that's a big mistake, and I regret it. B, it was like when you've got like 120 people to feed, and you sort of want it to not be messy, and you know, like it
True,
was just.
yeah.
It just felt easy, and we're just simple country folk at the spin-off. We don't really know how to do
Also,
things properly.
let's face it, you save Nando's for the very special elite occasions, not just
That's
your,
right.
not just your
What did we
shonky
do
old
on our actual
Brooklyn.
5th birthday? What did we do?
We ate a lot of Nando's. We had a
Yeah.
banquet.
We
Yeah.
did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let that one go. Okay, and finally, this guy. Where is it? Come on, Max. Where are you? Where are you, Max? Max.
Like and subscribe.
Max Key Corner. I know. I know. I'll never forget you.
Subscribe, like and subscribe.
Max is bloody AWOL. He's AWOL on the Instagram, unless he's done that clever thing
Where
where
is
he's.
he now? Is he gone to...
He's well. Do you know where he is? The only way that we know where he is because he has got it in his. He's now changed his location in his bio, and he's now in the Philippines.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he started a new leg on his journey, and but
Why
he's
is
not.
he not doing updates?
There's
Seems
not a
weird.
lot- not a
Seems
lot.
I'm going to say
suspicious.
something crazy.
Say it.
I think he's come back to New Zealand and he's a bachelor on The Bachelorette. Based on absolutely nothing. When was the last time
No,
you posted?
based on no.
Last post a month ago, 6th of October,
Yeah.
which was...
Lily, check Lily.
Lily. 14th of October.
I mean, these are compelling.
Mm.
I mean, he is going to break at some point. He will get asked every time.
Yep.
Would it be that? He is single.
He is single.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God, no! That's too crazy. I'm not committing to a shoey for that one because that's a huge call.
It is.
Well, no, okay. How about this? If you're right, Jane and I will do shows.
Yes. Okay.
No.
And Tina. Tina's probably do one anyway.
Yeah, Tina's already right now.
Can I do a sandal? Will a sandal be okay?
No, that's just pouring a beer onto the ground through your shoe.
I know. Don't like beer. One day, Max Key will turn up on a reality TV show that isn't Boss Babes. He will. Mark my words.
Treasure Island next year.
He's going to be on the Real Pod one day. Like, that's how long time is.
I don't know.
True.
Is he?
Well, we got close, remember? And then it was just like,
what is the Real Pod?
What was the illusion? What is the Real Pod?
And on that note,
I have his manager's email.
All right.
Okay, I'll tell you what the Real Pod is. It's over for today at least. Thanks very much. Thanks very much for listening. Thank you, Nando's. Thank you, Alex and Duncan and Tina, and anyone else who's contributed in any way.
I just want to apologise. I think I just said some things which are a bit off today. Not myself. Haven't been sleeping well, and I feel like next week will probably be worse because I land at 12:30 in the morning.
Right.
And I have to do the podcast. So, but probably December might be a bit better.
Might be a good time. Great.
Yeah. Just give me a chance, Cornice.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, Duncan, it's all right. It's okay. This is sort of. I'd like to say it's a safe space. It probably isn't, but we love you. Right?
Yeah, thanks, Jane.
It's just sweet,
all right.
Duncan. Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Kia ora, I'm Duncan Grieve, founder of The Spinoff. You can help us keep all of The Spinoff's award-winning journalism free for everybody by becoming a member today at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Do you find it hard staying optimistic with all the financial news in the media? I'm Bernard Hickey, and on my podcast, When the Facts Change, I'm here to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of economics in Aotearoa. So join the conversation every Friday on When the Facts Change, brought to you by the Spinoff Podcast Network in partnership with Kiwi Bake.
The Spinoff Podcast Network.